Far away in the deep dark space, a small alien ship moved slowly towards a bright blue planet. This planet was strange to the aliens because they had never seen anything like it before. The blue and green colors were alive with movement and light. The ship's captain, a tall alien with sharp eyes, looked at the planet carefully. "This is Earth," he said quietly. His voice was full of doubt and wonder. He and his crew were explorers from a great star empire. Their mission was simple: find new life, learn about it, and report back to their leaders. The aliens had seen many strange worlds in their travels, but this one was different. From their ship, they watched tiny creatures moving on the planet's surface. These creatures were small and walked on two legs. The aliens called them bipeds. The bipeds looked weak and fragile. Their bodies were soft, and they had no big armor or strong claws like other creatures the aliens had seen. Yet, the bipeds did many things that made the aliens confused. They built homes, created fires, and even made strange machines that moved on the ground and in the air. The captain scratched his head and said, "How can such weak creatures survive here?" His crew looked worried. They had studied many dangerous worlds where strong and fierce animals ruled, but these bipeds lived in forests, deserts, and cold places without heavy armor or weapons. The aliens began to watch the bipeds more closely. They saw the bipeds helping each other. When one fell, others came quickly to help. When storms came, the bipeds worked together to build shelters. The aliens saw something strange. The bipeds were very brave, even when danger was near. One night, the aliens saw a group of bipeds fighting a big animal. The animal was strong and fast, but the bipeds used tools and worked as a team. They threw stones, made loud noises, and confused the animal until it ran away. The captain was surprised. "They are not as weak as we thought," he said. The aliens realized the bipeds had something special. They used their minds and teamwork to survive. This was different from other creatures who only used strength. The aliens talked among themselves about what to do next. Some wanted to stay far away and just watch. Others wanted to learn more. The captain decided to send a small team down to the planet. "We must know more about these bipeds," he said. The aliens prepared a small ship and got ready to land. The crew was nervous. They did not know what to expect. The captain reminded them, "We come as friends, but be careful. The bipeds may surprise us." When the small ship landed, the aliens felt the planet's air for the first time. It smelled fresh and different. They saw tall trees, flowing water, and strange animals running in the distance. Suddenly, a group of bipeds appeared. They were small, with curious eyes. The bipeds looked at the aliens with fear and wonder. The aliens tried to show they meant no harm. They moved slowly and used soft sounds. One alien held out a small, glowing light to show peace. The bipeds were confused but did not run. They looked at the aliens carefully. Then, something amazing happened. One of the bipeds stepped forward and touched the alien's hand. The alien smiled inside his helmet. "This is a sign of trust," he thought. The others followed. The bipeds brought food and water. The aliens learned that these creatures cared about others and wanted to be friends. Days passed and the aliens watched the bipeds more closely. They saw how the bipeds learned quickly. They built tools from rocks and sticks. They made fires to, keep warm and cook their food. The aliens saw the bipeds care for their young ones and work together in groups. The captain told his crew, "These bipeds are survivors. Their strength is not in their bodies, but in their hearts and minds." One evening, the sky turned red and loud noises filled the air. The aliens and bipeds looked up to see strange lights, moving fast across the sky. It was not natural. The aliens recognized the signs of danger. They warned the bipeds to prepare. The bipeds acted fast. They gathered their families and moved to safe places. The aliens watched in silence, amazed by how quickly these creatures adapted. The captain felt a strange feeling. He thought about his own people, who often used strong weapons and great power. But here, on this small blue planet, the bipeds showed something different. Courage, hope, and a will to live no matter what. The captain knew this was just the beginning. The story of the bipeds was far from over. As the stars shone above, the alien ship prepared to send a message back to their leaders. "We have found something incredible," the captain said softly. "The bipeds are unlike any life we have met. We must learn more." The ship lifted off slowly, leaving the quiet planet below. The captain looked once more at Earth and promised, "We will return." The small alien team landed quietly on Earth's surface. They moved slowly, watching the strange world around them. The air was fresh and smelled different. The ground was soft beneath their feet. The aliens were nervous. This was their first real meeting with the bipeds. They had only seen them from space before. Suddenly, a group of bipeds appeared nearby. They looked at the aliens with wide eyes. The bipeds were smaller than the aliens expected, but their eyes were bright and full of life. They didn't run away. Instead, they stood still, curious and cautious. The alien captain tried to speak, but the bipeds did not understand the strange sounds. The aliens made soft noises and slow hand movements to show they meant no harm. One biped stepped forward, carefully. He held out a small stick like a gift. The aliens were surprised. This was a sign of peace. The bipeds began to show the aliens their world. They pointed to their homes made of wood and stone. They showed the aliens the fire they made to stay warm. The aliens noticed something amazing. Even though the bipeds looked weak, they worked well together. They shared food, helped each other, and took care of their children. But the aliens also saw something else. The bipeds could be very strong when needed. When a wild animal suddenly appeared, the bipeds quickly formed a group. They used stones, sticks, and loud sounds to scare the animal away. The aliens watched, amazed by the bipeds' bravery and quick thinking. The alien team tried to learn more about the bipeds. They followed them through forests and fields. The bipeds showed clever skills. They made tools, built shelters, and grew food. The aliens started to realize these creatures were very different from any other life they had met in the galaxy. One night, as the aliens rested near a small campfire, strange sounds came from the dark forest. The bipeds became alert. They quickly formed a circle and held their weapons tightly. The aliens felt fear, but also saw the bipeds' strong spirit. Suddenly, glowing eyes appeared in the darkness. A pack of wild animals was coming. The bipeds fought bravely. They shouted, threw stones, and used their tools to protect the group. The aliens helped too, using their technology to scare the animals away. After the fight, the aliens and bipeds looked at each other differently. The aliens no longer saw weak creatures. They saw survivors, fighters, and friends. The next day, the alien captain sent a message to his home planet. "The bipeds are more than we thought. They are strange but strong. They fight not with power but with heart. We must learn more about them." But not all aliens agreed. Some thought the bipeds were too dangerous to trust. "They may look small, but they are clever and fearless," one warned. The captain nodded. "Yes, we must be careful. This is only the beginning of our story with the bipeds." The alien team stayed on Earth longer. They wanted to understand the bipeds better. They tried to blend in and watch quietly. But soon, something unexpected happened. The aliens were captured by a group of bipeds. The aliens were scared. They thought the bipeds might hurt them. But instead, the bipeds were careful. They didn't harm the aliens. They kept them safe but watched closely. The aliens saw kindness and curiosity in the bipeds' eyes. The aliens noticed something strange about the bipeds' homes. Inside, there were old machines and tools that looked very advanced. These machines were strange and powerful, but the aliens had never seen anything like them. The bipeds used these tools to build, heal, and protect. One day, danger came suddenly. A wild beast from the forest attacked the village. The bipeds quickly grabbed their weapons and prepared to fight. The aliens helped too, using small devices that made bright lights and loud noises. Together, the bipeds and aliens scared the beast away. The alien captain was surprised. "These bipeds are not just survivors," he said. "They are warriors with hearts full of courage. Their power is hidden, but real. The aliens asked the bipeds about their history. The bipeds told stories of great wars and disasters they had survived. They explained how they learned to be strong, not by muscle, but by mind and spirit. They worked together, shared ideas, and never gave up. The alien team began to respect the bipeds more and more. They realized that the bipeds' true strength was in their unity and cleverness. The aliens wondered if their own people could learn something from these strange creatures. But not all aliens were happy with this new truth. Some feared the bipeds' hidden strength and warned that the bipeds could become a threat in the future. The captain knew he must protect his crew and keep learning. That night, as the stars shone bright, the alien captain looked at Earth. He felt hope and worry both. The bipeds were more powerful than they seemed. The story of these small creatures was only getting more unbelievable. The aliens wanted to know why the bipeds were so strong, despite their small bodies. So, the alien captain led his team to explore the old ruins on Earth. These ruins were hidden deep in the forests and deserts. They looked ancient, covered with dust and vines. As the aliens entered the ruins, they found strange machines and symbols on the walls. These machines were broken but still showed signs of great power. The aliens studied them carefully. They realized the bipeds had once faced terrible wars that almost destroyed their world. The aliens learned that the bipeds had survived huge disasters, great fires, floods, and battles with powerful enemies long ago. The ruins told a story of survival and hope. The bipeds rebuilt their world again and again, learning from every failure. One of the alien scientists found a small device hidden in the ruins. It was covered with strange lights and pulsing softly. The device seemed like a weapon, but it was not used for destruction. Instead, it gave energy to protect the bipeds' homes and heal their sick. The aliens were amazed. The bipeds did not just survive by fighting. They survived by using smart technology and helping each other. Their power came from their past, the hard lessons they had learned and the hope they never lost. But as the aliens explored deeper, they heard a warning from the humans. A biped elder spoke softly. "There is a danger coming. An enemy from far away will try to destroy us again." The alien captain felt a chill. They had to prepare for this new threat. The story of the bipeds was not just about survival. It was about a battle that would soon begin. The aliens sent a message back to their home world. The bipeds are not weak. They are fighters with a history of pain and strength. A great danger is coming to Earth. We must watch closely. The alien captain looked at the stars again. The fate of the bipeds, and maybe the whole galaxy, was about to change. The alien captain's warning was serious. Far beyond Earth, a dark fleet was moving through space. This fleet belonged to a cruel alien race that hated the bipeds. They saw the bipeds as weak and useless. Their leader wanted to destroy Earth and wipe out the bipeds forever. Back on Earth, the bipeds heard rumors of this new danger. They did not panic. Instead, they prepared. The humans gathered their leaders and warriors. They checked their old weapons and repaired machines left from ancient wars. They worked day and night to be ready. The aliens watched closely. They saw the bipeds change. The kind and curious creatures became fierce fighters. They built traps, dug tunnels, and made plans. The alien captain admired their courage. "They are ready to fight," he said. The enemy fleet moved closer to Earth every day. Strange ships filled the sky. The bipeds watched with steady eyes. They did not run or hide. Instead, they stood together waiting. The first fight came suddenly. Enemy ships attacked a small biped village. The bipeds fought back hard. They used fast moves and clever tricks. They hid in the forests and hit the enemy where it hurt. The aliens helped too, sharing their technology quietly. The battle was tough. Many bipeds were hurt, but their spirit never broke. The alien captain saw something he never expected. The bipeds smiled even in the fight. Their hope was strong, but the enemy was powerful and had many ships. The captain knew this was only the beginning. The bipeds would have to fight harder than ever before. The story of Earth's small warriors was now a story of war. a war that could change the galaxy forever. The enemy fleet darkened the skies. Their ships were huge, and their weapons were deadly. The bipeds stood ready. They did not have big armies or powerful machines like their enemies, but they had something stronger: their mind, courage, and teamwork. The battle began at dawn. Enemy ships fired bright beams and missiles. The bipeds ran through forests and hills using their traps and quick moves. They fought in small groups, hitting the enemy fast and disappearing before the enemy could respond. The aliens helped secretly. They gave the bipeds strange devices that could block enemy signals and make loud noises to confuse them. Together, they used every trick to slow down the enemy's advance. In the middle of the fight, a biped leader rose. She was brave and smart. She led her people with strong words and actions. She showed that even small creatures could be great warriors. The battle was fierce. The sky burned with light, and the ground shook from explosions. Many bipeds fell, but many more stood strong. The enemy was surprised by the bipeds' strength and will, but the battle was not over. The enemy sent bigger ships and stronger weapons. The bipeds had to fight harder and be smarter than ever before. At night, the alien captain looked at the stars. He knew the fight for Earth would decide the future of the bipeds, and maybe the whole galaxy. The battle was over. The sky cleared, and Earth was quiet again. The bipeds had fought with everything they had. Though they were small and seemed weak, their courage and unity won the day. The alien captain and his crew met with the leaders of the bipeds. They no longer saw them as weak creatures. Instead, they saw warriors, survivors, and friends. The captain spoke. "You have taught us that strength is not just muscle or weapons. It is heart, mind, and hope." The aliens decided to form a new alliance with the bipeds. They would share knowledge and protect each other. The bipeds welcomed the offer, ready to explore the stars with new friends. The captain looked at Earth one last time before leaving. He knew the story of the bipeds was far from over. These small creatures had changed the galaxy's view of life forever, and now the universe would never forget the bipeds, the most unbelievable fighters of all.